Thanks so much, everyone, for joining. Hopefully this is either your first or a couple in webinars. As Kayla mentioned, myself and a couple others are here today from Carrie. We have a couple familiar brands that you might recognize up at the top of the screen. But really today, we're here to go over some fall flavors, some fall LTOs. As Kayla said, there will be some raffles. So hopefully that'll get you guys excited. We have about an hour today to go over some really great fall recipes. So super excited to be here. Going to quickly go over just today's agenda. On our webinar today, we're going to be covering Carrie brands and our solutions, and then really how we can drive profits for your business. Really going over some brands that play really well into fall LTOs and applications. And then, as we mentioned, some great raffles and some super fun surprises throughout the way to keep you guys excited. With that, I'll quickly introduce myself. I'm Sarah Dahlberg from Carrie. I am the brand manager for DaVinci Gourmet, which is primarily syrups, sauces, and smoothies. I also have two fabulous guys with me today that I'll have them introduce themselves and come on camera. We have Briggs Carroll and Austin Johnson as well with us today.
Hey everybody, how are you? Welcome. I'm Briggs Carroll. I'm the Carrie Brands Application Training and Innovation Manager. I've been with Carrie for 27 years. We really have a great show for you today, and I'll call it a show because we're going to go all out to really create some great seasonal recipes. So we're going to touch upon fall, we're going to touch upon Halloween recipes, and then we're going to go ahead and talk about some really good Thanksgiving drinks. So stay tuned. It's going to be a great one. We really challenged ourselves this time, so hopefully it'll come through and you guys will enjoy it. So I'll see you guys in a little while.
Thanks, Briggs. Hi, everyone. My name is Austin Johnson. I'm the marketing and application specialist for Carrie. And as Briggs mentioned, we're really excited for this webinar. We're going to go through multiple different fall flavors and fall applications that you may want to incorporate at your business. So thank you very much for joining us, and hope you guys enjoy it. So what should you expect out of this webinar? So how can Carrie Brands help your business with exciting menu applications, right? How can you use our products to help enhance the drinks that your customers are going to be ordering, right? And then going into spooky and fun fall limited time offers that will help you drive increased revenue to your bottom line profitability. And then let Carrie help you design and implement profitable LTO solutions with our products.
Great, thanks, Austin. So kind of how we introduce ourselves, we are Carrie Food Service Brands. We're the most trusted brands in food service. So really want you guys to get to know our lineup of industry-leading brands today. Throughout the webinar, Austin and Briggs have done a really awesome job of bringing these brands to life and also just bringing them together within each recipe. So starting on our left, we have the DaVinci Gourmet brand. If you're unfamiliar, this is our lineup of syrups, sauces, and smoothies. Next, we have Island Oasis, who is the leader in frozen beverage mixes and equipment. Briggs has a nice Island Oasis machine behind him. And then we have Big Train. This is really our easy-to-use beverage mix for frappes. It could be used for boba teas, and really everything in between. And then lastly, we have Oregon Chai. This is our cleanest label of chai within the portfolio and really have a multiple kind of layers of chai solutions within this portfolio. And feel free to add in the chat if you're using any of these brands today, kind of what's your favorite brand that you use within these lines. But today you'll get to see a mix of these products come to life within the presentation. So at Carrie Food Service, we're really committed to helping operators like you create magical moments by delivering bold products and flavors and really sharing rich consumer insights with you. So throughout the presentation, we'll have some insights and really highlight those LTOs within the fall space like Briggs mentioned. We really want to lead with taste because we know taste is king. So if only we could taste all of our beverages that Briggs and Austin are making. They all are super delicious, but you'll be able to taste them after the webinar when you get to try the products. Overall, we have a bundle of brands and solutions. So really want to bring that to life in this webinar. And then as Carrie, we're really backed by our global taste and nutrition. So as a global company, this is really where we deliver that quality and innovation. And then at the end of the webinar, we really just want to bring home that we're more than just a supplier. We really are a true business partner, and we really want to work with you in developing your menu. All right, so in today's webinar, we really want to help to solve your operator challenges and maximize profits. So within this slide, you can see on the left, these are some operator challenges that we've experienced in the industry. And then on the right is really what we hope to bring to life in the webinar today and within Carrie brand. So we really understand that labor costs can challenge operator profits. You guys are probably experiencing this today. So with our Carrie brands that Briggs and Austin are going to highlight today, we just want to show you how you can really save on the labor piece and still deliver consistent and delicious tasting beverages every single time. We're also really seeing that consumers are looking for unique food service experiences. We built this webinar around that, around LTOs, creating a fun experiment for your customers to come in and really taste those wow-worthy drinks. I know Briggs and Austin are going to put on a great show today. They're really going to highlight how you can take our brands and create these wow-worthy drinks within the season. And then despite inflation, we are seeing that premium beverages are still an affordable indulgence for consumers. So you really can drive those profits by featuring an LTO. That's kind of the reason we built this webinar around these seasonal themes, allowing us to showcase how our brands can bring those to life for you guys. And then lastly, as I mentioned before, we really want to be your #1 partner. We want to work with you. Briggs and Austin are happy to help support your menu offering, how you can implement these kind of brands into your business and bring these products to life and these recipes to life after the webinar. All right, so today we really wanted to bring forward some trends for you on top of LTOs. Our brands really deliver on trending flavors, applications, and consumer preferences. So the ones today that we're going to highlight, Briggs and Austin especially, they're going to be looking at cold leads hot for beverage. We're still seeing that this is an impactful trend on menus. And then really diving into unexpected flavors and twisting in beverages. So you can really bring this to life in a limited time offering on your menu, and especially make it really unexpected and kind of fun, going around a theme of Halloween or fall or whatever would make sense for your menu. If you're unfamiliar with our brands, this is just a brand breakdown by application and then our branded solution. As I mentioned, many of our brands go across applications, but this is just an easy to reference chart. If you're looking to add any of these types of applications to your menu, we really have a branded solution that can help bring that to life. Today, Briggs and Austin will be featuring a really delicious green apple dirty soda. We have a fun chai for you to experience. We have smoothies and shakes, as well as many, many more surprises on today's webinar. All right, with that said, I will pass it back over to Kayla for the first raffle question. I believe this will be launched in the chat, but I'll hand it over to her to explain it.
Yes. This is yes. So hi guys, this is the first raffle question that we have, and if you were to answer this question you have a chance to win and be placed for a chance to win a raffle prize from Carrie. So, we are going to launch it here. Your answer will only be counted if you use the poll question that just popped up. I believe if you're on your mobile, it should pop up, but if not, you should go to options and the poll question. If you have any trouble, let us know in the chat, but the poll should be popping up. So the question is, what is your favorite fall flavor for beverages? Pumpkin, cinnamon, maple, or apple? All right. Wow, we have a lot of people responding. I'm going to be giving it a little bit more time so you have a chance to respond. Again, the answers in the chat don't count, only if you answer it on the poll itself. And as you guys are answering the question, I wanted to mention that even if you do not win a raffle, we want to offer all of you guys for coming to our webinar a 20% discount from the selected items that we have today on our webinar. So I'm going to close the poll in 3, 2, 1. And in our next raffle, we will be sharing who won the raffle for question number 1. So back to you, Sierra.
Perfect. All right. I saw a lot of pumpkin come through. That's great. That leads into our fall trends and flavors. That's where we're going to start the webinar today. So really looking at LTO insights that drive excitement. I saw a lot of pumpkin come through. So last year, Americans spent more than $800 million on pumpkin spice products, which sounds crazy. But that's not the only fall flavor that they crave. We've all heard the terms PSL, so pumpkin spice lattes, but the new kind of term is PCBs, which is pumpkin chai boba. So super exciting fall drinks, green apple drinks, s'more lattes. Those have all become popular and on trend and in the market. So we really wanted to gather the hottest flavor and drink trends for you guys and go through them on the webinar today. We have a couple key insights here. You're seeing a high amount of millennials at 72% say new flavors and menu launches are important when visiting restaurants. So this really brings home why LTOs drive excitement, how they get new consumers into your operations. And then, like you guys mentioned, some real top flavors that we're going to cover today. We have some pumpkin highlighted within our drinks. We have a new green apple that I'll talk about on the next slide. We're going to incorporate some cider and gingerbread throughout the presentation. So a lot of great fall flavors that seem to be trending within your operations as well from the past poll question. Quickly wanted to highlight today, if you saw me presenting with my home screen on when I first was on camera, we just launched our new green apple syrup flavor to the DaVinci Gourmet lineup. This flavor was really inspired by nostalgic taste of the tart green apple. I'm really honestly providing great feedback on this product because it is a must in your coffee shop. It is just so delicious. And I'm going to hand it over to Austin to kind of showcase this new green apple and cinnamon in a dirty soda play. So with that, I'm going to stop sharing and I'll send it over to Austin so you guys can see him nice and large on the screen.
All right. Hello again, everyone. So I really wanted to dive into that fall feel. So I got in my typical Midwestern fall outfit. You know, the leaves start falling, everyone starts dusting off their flannels out here. So I really wanted to really get into that fall mood. So Sierra just mentioned the DaVinci green apple. So here it is right here. So when this was first launched, you know, we were going after that nostalgic green apple candy flavor. So I was thinking to myself, where does green apple come to my childhood, that nostalgia thought process? And that was Applejack cereal. I loved Applejack cereal when I was a kid. So I wanted to kind of create something along those lines. So what I did was I made a Applejack's dirty soda. So for those who don't know, dirty sodas continue to rise on menus all across the United States. You're just basically taking soda pop, Sprite, Coke, Dr. Pepper, and then you're enhancing the flavor with some syrup and then adding a little dairy product. It's really derived from the state of Utah and the Mormon community, but again, they're just popping up on menus all across the United States. So with that, the first drink I'm going to get into is the green apple cinnamon dirty soda. So we're going to take our glass. We're going to add some ice into that glass. And then I'm going to be using Sprite today. I feel that Sprite, or you can use any really lemon lime soda, but I think that this really goes well with the green apple. So we're going to go ahead and fill that up. So about 8 ounces or so. Going to take 4 pumps, so that's an ounce of the DaVinci green apple. And then I'm going to do 2 pumps or half an ounce of the cinnamon. The more of the cinnamon that you use, it kind of takes away from the green apple. So I recommend doing 2 pumps of the cinnamon. And then you can really use any dairy product. You can use heavy cream, half and half. I'm going to use our DaVinci sweet creamer. So this is a shelf-stable creamer. I'm going to use just 1 pump of that. More like a pump right there. Then I'm just going to give it a little stir. And there you have it. A very easy, very fast drink, and it's a very delicious drink. You can kind of see it's like a cloudy green color. A lot of these dirty sodas, are bright, beautiful drinks, especially for kids. When kids want to order it, they want something bright, fun looking. So for cost and resale, I kind of estimated that a cost of 93 cents total went into creating this product. And for resale, we're seeing about an average price about $4.50 for dirty sodas. So that's giving you a profit of $3.57 just for this drink alone. I mean, look how fast it was to create. It was very simple, very fast, and you can serve a lot of these very quickly to your customers. So I'm going to set that up here. So with the next drink that I'm going to do a spiced chai cider. So you think of fall, right? Chai really starts to become popular again. People want that warm drink to warm them up as the temperatures start dropping down. So I'm going to take warm apple cider. I have 12 ounces. I heated up beforehand, but I'm going to take 12 ounces of apple cider, pour it into my glass. Sorry, this is taking a little bit longer. Okay, just to make sure. So, sorry, I'm going to actually put it into my shaker cup. I forgot. I'm so sorry. I'm going to stir it up first. So next, I'm going to take some honey. You can use really any honey that you prefer. I'm going to actually use our DaVinci honey syrup. It's made with real honey. So I'm going to take a couple pumps of this. You don't need a whole lot, just to give it a little sweetness. And then I'm going to take a 1/3 cup of our Big Train spiced chai. Go ahead and throw that into our shaker cup. And I'm going to stir this instead of shaking it because it's warm. I'm just going to give it a nice stir.
Austin, someone asked how many ounces is the last glass, I believe.
So that's a 16-ounce pour.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yep. So this is a 12-ounce. You get a little bit more just because you're adding in the powder. So it's just right around 12 ounces for this drink. So gave that a stir. Go ahead and pour that into our cup. You have a spiced chai, and I'm even going to take a little dash of cinnamon. You could do a cinnamon stick or a little pinch of cinnamon on the top. And then you have a nice, lovely spiced chai. So again, that was just using warm water and our Big Train spice chai powder mix. So again, very, very fast and easy drink to create, and very, very profitable for you. So the estimated cost on this drink is about $1.62. And for resale, we're estimating about a $6 charge to your customers. So it's giving you a profit of $4.38 for that drink right there. And then for our last drink for the fall segment, I'm going to do a pumpkin maple cold brew. So as Sierra mentioned, $800 million on pumpkin spice alone. That's crazy numbers, and it probably will only continue to grow as the years go on. So for that, I thought of this pumpkin mixed with a little bit of maple syrup to really show what you could do for a fall LTO drink. So with that, I'm going to take our cup here, fill this with ice. I'm going to take some pre-batched cold brew that I made this morning. Go ahead and fill our glass up with that. So roughly about 8 ounces. I'm going to leave a little bit on the top because I'm going to do a cold foam actually to go over that. So I'm going to take our DaVinci pumpkin pie syrup. I'm going to do 4 pumps of this in there. Then I'm going to do a little squeeze of maple syrup. So I found this little squeeze bottle maple syrup. Works pretty great. So just do a little tiny dash in there. Give that a swirl just to mix up all the good flavors there. Then now I'm going to create the cold foam. So for this, I'm going to use heavy cream and a hand frother today because what I'm going to do is I'm going to flavor it with vanilla, and then I'm also going to add some pumpkin sauce from DaVinci right on the top of it just to give it an extra pumpkin flavor there. So I'm going to take a little bit of our heavy cream. I'm going to do 3 pumps of the DaVinci vanilla. And then give this a whisk. So if you've joined us before, Briggs and I usually mention that about 15 to 20 seconds for this really works. I'm going to go a little bit longer just so that I know that it's thick enough to hold the pumpkin sauce right on the top there. When I first created this drink, I made it for my wife, and ever since then, she's asked me for this about every day. So I'm getting pretty good at making this drink right here. Okay, that looks pretty good. All right, so I'm going to float that right on the glass, the top of the glass there. Beautiful cold foam. Then, getting a little bit. So good. Now I'm going to take a little bit of pumpkin sauce and just float it right on the top in there. And that's going to just kind of fall right into the glass and mix into the rest of the drink. Beautiful, fun fall drink right there. And I mean, again, what's fall without a little bit of pumpkin or a little bit of maple on the menu, right? So with that, estimating a total cost of about $1.75 for this drink right here, just based on the cold brew that you use. And then a resale price of about $6.50 estimated, giving you a profit of about $4.75. So I'll let Sierra kind of go over the 3 drinks that I just did for you, and then we'll get into what Briggs has in store. Thank you, everyone.
Yep. Thanks, Austin. Those looked all delicious. Wish I could taste them. I put in the chat just so you guys can follow along as well, just a snip of each of the recipe cards. But real quickly, so we have plenty of time for Briggs to do the next demonstration. We demoed the green apple and cinnamon dirty soda here, which has the new green apple DaVinci gourmet syrup in it, cinnamon syrup, the sweet cream like Austin mentioned, and then a lemon lime soda. The next one that he presented was that warm spiced chai cider. We do have the Big Train spiced chai. We also have Oregon chai, which could be used as well in this application. And then, like he mentioned, this one was hot. And then lastly, he did the pumpkin and maple cold brew with vanilla cold foam, which looked really, really delicious. So using that pumpkin pie syrup from DaVinci Gourmet, vanilla syrup from DaVinci Gourmet, and then adding a little bit of that delicious DaVinci Gourmet pumpkin sauce to that as well. Okay, next up we have Halloween themed drinks. So think spooky. I'll hand this one over to Briggs in his home studio, and I'll stop sharing. And Briggs, you're on mute, just so you know.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you, Wonka.
Well, there you go. Austin went ahead and got into his fall, so I figured I'd channel my inner Wonka for Halloween. The bubble was supposed to fall right when I came on, some technical difficulties, but let me Halloween it up here, get a little bit of a flavor vibe with the smoke. But I have the pleasure of doing Halloween drinks, and there's a lot you can do in Halloween drinks. So when I was summoning my inner Wonka, how do I make great drinks for Halloween? So the first drink I'm going to make is a caramel apple smoothie. Again, utilizing green apple, one of our new flavors, phenomenal taste profile, phenomenal color. We're going to utilize our DaVinci caramel sauce, and then one of our 15 different flavors of our blended creams. One of our best is vanilla smoothie. We'll go ahead and use that. I'm going to go ahead and use it with whole milk today, but it could be done with water. It could be done with coconut milk. It could be done with oat milk. So there's a lot of different varieties you can use with our products. I'm going to make this one frozen. So let's get right to it, same one time. So we're going to use 6 ounces of whole milk, and then a 1/3 cup or a 1/2 cup of Big Train vanilla smoothie. And then we're going to go ahead and do 1 ounce or 4 pumps of our green apple. Put our ice in our blender cup. And I'm going to go ahead and put this on my blender and come back and show you a neat trick to do with our drink. So now while that's blending, I've gone ahead and taken the time, but I've really made this special. So I used marshmallow fluff. I crushed up some Jolly Ranchers, and then I rimmed my glass with the Jolly Ranchers. I'm now going to do a caramel swirl. And then I will take our frozen green apple smoothie, pour it into the drink. And just a beautiful color profile, beautiful caramel swirl coming through it, just a beautiful drink. So I'm Willy Wonka. So I'm going to even make it even better. I'm going to throw some Pop Rocks on this thing and just, I don't know if you can hear that, but it just makes the drink pop, exciting. And again, any kid that comes into your establishment, sees Pop Rocks, sees all of this, they're going to want to take that. That's a beautiful drink. My next drink, let me clear the way for my next drink, is also very seasonal, very delicious, and it's very trending. So we did a frozen drink, but still iced drinks are king right now. Sierra said it earlier. My next drink is a pumpkin horchata cold brew, and then I'm going to make a spicy cinnamon habanero cold foam. And the cold foam, again, that's king right now. Everything with cold foam is so exciting. So another one of our beautiful blended cream products, horchata, very trendy. We're going to just use iced coffee. So we'll do 8 ounces of cold brew. We'll do a scoop of the Big Train horchata. And then we're going to go ahead and add some 2 pumps or 1 pump of our pumpkin sauce. And then we're going to go ahead and shake this.
Briggs, someone asked, what is the pumpkin sauce?
This is, I'm glad you asked. This is our DaVinci pumpkin sauce. And it's such a beautiful flavor profile. We have a pumpkin syrup, but this drink, I really wanted to put it a taste forward. And I think our pumpkin sauce is phenomenal for giving it that taste forward, really awesome pumpkin taste. So it's a beautiful, beautiful drink, and it really comes through. The pumpkin's really going to come through. We'll take the pumpkin cold brew, pour that over ice. And now let's get into the cold foam. And again, there's various ways you can make cold foam. In this one, I'm just going to do it with a hand frother, kind of like what Austin did. And then I'm going to add about 1.5 ounces to 2 ounces of heavy cream. And then again, we can customize this any way we want. So this is Halloween, so I wanted it really to have a forward taste. So I'm going to do 2 pumps of cinnamon. And then it's Halloween, I want to give it a little devilish taste. I'm going to add a hint of habanero. So just 1 pump of habanero. And then we're going to utilize our hand frother here. And as you can see, very easy to do. But the beauty of this is that we can customize any kind of flavor. And they can create their own. So if someone's interested in a different flavor profile, they can create their own. And then just pour that right over the drink. And that's going to be the first taste you taste, is this wonderful spicy cinnamon, a little bit of a throat feel on the heat. I'm going to go ahead and even make it a beautiful drink, add a little bit of a cinnamon clove. I'm going to go even crazy. I'm Wonka. So I'm going to add a little paprika on top of this to even give it a little bit more of a heat signature to it. But awesome drink, wonderful, trending. And then just, again, I can't say enough about what we can do with these cold foams. So that's another awesome application of Carry products in a seasonal drink. Very excited about my next one. So
wow, that looks really good, Briggs. Someone asked, what brand blender do you prefer?
I prefer Hamilton Beach. I mean, it can use any Hamilton Beach. Cold foam can also be done. They have a special cold foam agitating blender cup. It's separate from that. I'll actually make my last drink coming up utilizing that. But I prefer Hamilton Beach. But Vitamix, any of the blenders obviously work. So utilize the blender of your choice. I'll even use our Island Oasis blender for this one. So my next drink is a mud shake, or a dirt cup, if you will. That's utilizing another one of our awesome blended cream. This is a cookies and cream product. And then we're going to go ahead and take the 8 ounces of dairy. For this, again, I just wanted to show you there's different applications. We can use anything with Carry products. So I'm going to go ahead and use coconut milk for this. So we're going to do 8 ounces of the coconut milk.
And then Briggs, these cups that it ends up forming, how many ounces are they for the finished recipe?
For the frozen drink, these are going to be 16 ounces.
All right, thank you.
No problem. So with that, then I'm going to go ahead and do 3/4 of a cup of the cookies and cream. And then I'll go ahead and blend this up for us. And again, we buy with our eyes. So I've taken the time prior to this to use some of the fluff, the marshmallow. I ground up some Oreo cookies, rimmed my glass with Oreo cookies, just to give it that little eye appeal. So if someone walks out of your restaurant or your establishment with that, they're going to go, where did you get this? And they're going to point to you and say, that's how I did it. So it's really not hard to add a few little touches to make the drinks really pop. So with that, we're going to take the frozen mud's concoction. Look at this. This is just Halloween-y. Look at this beautiful cookies and cream. Comes out awesome. And then we'll do a custom cold foam on this also. And I'm going to use a whipping canister to kind of show you, again, the versatility of how we can do cold foam. So in this, just a regular whipping canister, I'm going to add enough that this would last you all day pretty much, or several drinks anyway. And then I'm going to do a German chocolate cake cold foam. Why? Because I'm Willy Wonka. I can do whatever I want. So add 1 ounce to there. Put our top back on our heavy whipping canister. We'll give it a good shake. Let the CO2 roll. And there we got German chocolate customized cold foam. Let's make this thing even more eye appealing. I'm gonna put some gummy worms in this thing. Just make it eye appealing for anybody walking by. Let's add a few more cookie crumbles on top. And there you have a beautiful drink. And like Austin was saying, I mean, you know, you could sell this for $6, $5. Your profitability on this is incredible. Has a little bit higher cost because obviously we're using a lot of different candies and things, but it is a phenomenal drink. Great looking drinks. Look at these beautiful drinks. Sierra, can you go over the cost analysis and what we just did? And I'll see you guys in a
Yep, I sure can. Thanks, Briggs. I think really Briggs with these drinks, he brought home the nostalgia, right, with the Jolly Rancher candy rim and those super delicious sour gummies. So just thinking back to, you know, you drink with your eyes, right? How can you elevate it with some simple candy around the holidays, right? So for the first drink, that's the caramel apple smoothie, again featuring our delicious DaVinci gourmet green apple syrup. Think of, you know, those sour candies at Halloween time, those really tart ones with the caramel apple or the caramel sauce on top of them. And then an additional layer of that Jolly Rancher candy really brings it home. Really beautiful picture that Briggs has taken as well, featured on the right-hand side. The next drink Briggs went over was the pumpkin horchata cold brew, and then he added that extra Halloween flair with the habanero cold foam. The Big Train horchata was in there with the cold brew. And then I would say there was a question in the chat about dairy and non-dairy. Our Big Train can be made with milk. It doesn't have to be made or with water. It doesn't need to be made with milk. But any of these recipes can be made with a non-dairy alternative as well. And we can definitely work with you guys on building those out non-dairy if dairy is not being used in your operation. Lastly, Briggs closed us out with a delicious dirt cup. This one really makes me think back to my childhood days. So Big Train cookies and cream blended mix that already has the cookies and the cream in the powdered mix. So you're simply just adding ice and water or milk to that to blend it up. And then obviously bringing it home with that extravagant Oreo cookie crumble, and he added that extra layer of cold foam on the top. I saw in the chat people have mentioned the marshmallow fluff. We see that trending more and more often within drinks. So I think having that marshmallow fluff to add garnishes onto the side of the glass is a great use of that marshmallow fluff, which is cool. Okay, with that, I'm going to hand it back over to Kayla for our second raffle question. She'll go over this, and then the poll should pop up within the chat.
All right, thank you. We actually have one more question. I think it was, how are the Jolly Ranchers sticking to the rim?
I believe, Briggs, you used the marshmallow fluff for the Jolly Ranchers to stick. Or Austin, you can answer that. But I believe that's what he did. He took
yeah, pretty positive it was marshmallow fluff on the outside of the glass.
All right, genius. Okay, sounds great. So let's answer the second raffle question. So are you currently offering a summer LTO at your business? Yes, 3+. Yes, 1 to 2 limited terms. No, 1 to 2, but we weren't sure what to do. Or no, we do not plan on any LTO. All right. Oh, look, so many people are answering. And let me, Sierra, can you stop sharing your screen? We're going to be going over the raffle. That's
Sure.
what everyone's, you know, waiting for as everyone else is answering the question. Let's go and see who won the first raffle. Here we go. Woo! All right. So the first winner of the first question is number 4. Let's see who that is. It is, someone's going to say it in the chat before I do. Tiffany Thompson, congratulations, Tiffany. So we are going to reach out to you right after this. We're going to be emailing you and getting your information so that you can get your raffle prize. Congratulations. And we can close the poll right now. And this poll, we are going to go back to the raffle. So be sure to join. And we'll close in 3, 2, 1. All right. So that is all for the raffle section. And I'm going to hand it back to you, Sierra.
Great, thanks, Kayla. Additionally to the poll, it'd be great to hear kind of your thoughts on the drinks so far. Which ones is your favorite? Which one would you like to kind of experiment with? It'd be good insight for us if these drinks are resonating with your operation as well. We have a couple more for you. We're diving into Thanksgiving themed drinks, so very excited to see what costume change Briggs and Austin will be in for this one. With that being said, I'll hand it over to Austin first for the first gingerbread hot chocolate marshmallow whipped cream drink.
All right, thank you, Sierra. As you know, as we've been kind of going through the webinar, we've been doing a little bit of costume play. So what says Thanksgiving more than dressing like a pilgrim, right? So for this drink, I'm going to do a gingerbread hot chocolate. So gingerbread just pops out to me for those fall, winter months, and you know, hot chocolate, right? When the weather starts getting really, really cold, especially here in Wisconsin, a lot of people kind of want that hot chocolate, maybe at nighttime, something without caffeine, and it's a very indulgent drink. So with that, I'm going to be using our Big Train frozen hot chocolate mix. So you can use this as a hot, as an iced, or blended, but today I'm going to do it with as a hot drink. So with that, I'm going to take 12 ounces of hot water, warm water. I'm going to pour that into our shaker cup here. And then I'm going to do 4 ounces of our DaVinci gingerbread syrup. You can see right here. It's a phenomenal product, especially when it starts getting into, you know, November, December, those kind of months. So I'm going to do 4 pumps of that. And then I'm going to do a 1/3 cup of the hot chocolate mix here. Go ahead and add that into our cup here. And instead of shaking, I'm just going to continue with that stir process just to show the ease. So give that a pretty good mix. Make sure the powder is all dissolved throughout the drink. And then I'm going to take our lovely little mug here. Go ahead and fill it up. Not going to fill it up all the way. I'm so sorry about that. I'm just going crazy. Pause. I'm so sorry, y'all. So with that, I'm going to do actually a whipped cream, just like Briggs did on his drink. You know, what says hot chocolate more than, you know, having a little flavored whipped cream action. So I'm going to take some heavy cream, throw it into our canister, and then do about 4 pumps of the DaVinci toasted marshmallow. You can see right here. Then go ahead and screw on our top. And then screw down the CO2 on this. Give it a good shake. And then just top the nice hot chocolate with the whipped cream. And then in the picture, you could add some toasted marshmallow. I actually found these s'more stuffed marshmallows. I thought these were really fun and unique. So you can go ahead and throw a couple of those on there as a little indulgent snack. And there you have a gingerbread hot chocolate right there. Briggs, what do you have in store for us?
I think your costume fits better than mine does, but I'm thinking of what around my house. Thanksgiving was always about the desserts and rich decadent pies, rich decadent just desserts and just tons to eat. So I came up with a cherry chai cobbler, and again, I'm going to go ahead and customize the cold foam. So I'm really excited about this drink. So I'm going to start with Oregon chai, which is the OG of chais. And this is filled with black tea, vanilla, honey, clove, cardamom, cinnamon. It's just, I mean, the most awesome product on the market. I may be a little bit slanted on it, but I love it. And it's such a good product, and it tastes so well, and it's definitely coming into the season. So we'll do 4 ounces of Oregon chai. And then we're going to go ahead and add a different dairy. Again, I've used coconut milk. You could use water. Sierra said it. You could use dairy. You can use all sorts of things. I like oat milk with my chai. So I'm going to do another half ounce or half and half or 1-to-1. So I'll do 4 ounces of the chai. And then I'm going to go ahead and we're utilizing another blended cream, vanilla bean, and it's going to give it a real rich vanilla taste. So I'm going to add that, the vanilla bean, to the shaker glass. And then to give it that cherry taste, I'm going to add 1 ounce of our DaVinci cherry syrup, 4 pumps, 1/4 ounce each. And then we'll go ahead and give it a good shake. Let your customers see you work for them. I mean, they're spending a lot of money on these drinks, so don't be afraid to go ahead and show them that you're working on it. And then we're going to go ahead and pour this drink into our, again, someone asked earlier, I apologize, I was off camera. How am I getting these wonderful rims? How are they holding up? I'm using marshmallow. Sierra said it. And then I'm just rimming it. And in this situation, I could use a shortbread cookie. I've chosen a graham cracker, but that's going to give it that authentic pie crust taste. And then just look at the beautiful cherry cobbler coming in. Now, as promised, the cold foam. And again, we spoke earlier about the different methods of making cold foam. We've done one with a hand frother. We've done one with a whipping canister. Now I'll utilize the Hamilton Beach frothing blender. And then you just put about 1.5 ounces of skim milk. This is different. It has to be skim or 0% fat. Whereas what we've done before is using heavy whipping cream. This has to be fat-free. And now I'm going to do an eggnog cold foam. I'm so excited about this cold foam. Why? Because look at how we're customizing all these different drinks, utilizing different flavor profiles that are going to set this drink off from the start. So we'll use 3 pumps of the eggnog. Go back to my blender. We calibrated a special button. They'll send you a calibration. You calibrate it, and then it'll agitate it for 14, 15 to 20 seconds. And it's creating this cold foam for us. And then we just take this wonderful eggnog, pour this on top, and then just look at this awesome drink. And then I'm going to go ahead and add some shortbread cookies on top just to kind of finish off that awesome taste. But look at these beautiful drinks. I mean, so much you can do with our products, so many different variations. We have people on the street that can come work with you. We have a full line of brokers, and we have direct sales reps. So let us help you guys design these LTOs. There's a lot of different things we can do for you and a lot of exciting recipes. Thank you very much. I'll be right back.
Hey, Briggs. Real quickly, there was a question in the chat asking if there's an ability to make a big batch of the Big Train drinks and then pour them out into containers.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, that can be done very easily. So you could make them in pitchers. You can make them in, some people are using them in granita machines. I mean, You can do it however you want, but by all means, if your location is so busy that you're having trouble and you want to keep the line moving, you can pre-batch all of these recipes very easily to speed up your line times.
Perfect. And then do you have any other additional recommendations on what could be used to make the stuff on the rim stick to the glass? Any of our DaVinci sauces would work as well. But anything else that you've used?
I mean, honey, or anything that's going to stick to the glass. I mean, I like marshmallow. Look at this. This has been sitting here. That one's been here 20 minutes or so. And it's, I'm not saying it's not starting to droop a tad bit, but look at the Jolly Ranchers are still sticking to the side. I mean, marshmallow is a phenomenal way to hold for a lot longer time, but anything works. Caramel, honey, anything, that has that residue sticky grit to it will hold this product to the side. I just use marshmallow because it's going to last, and I know that they'll hold up during this webinar.
Great, thanks, Briggs. All right, quickly going over the recipe breakdown, like Briggs had mentioned and Austin had mentioned, the first drink that looks delicious was the gingerbread hot chocolate, and then it had that marshmallow whipped cream on there. So utilizing the Big Train hot chocolate. The lineup of Big Train is endless. So I would say please look at all the offerings under Big Train. We do offer a white chocolate. I thought that would be a fun play on this drink as well, swapping out the hot chocolate with a white chocolate. And then that had the DaVinci Gourmet gingerbread syrup, and our top syrup, which is a marshmallow syrup. This is really trending on menus today. And then the drink that Briggs just went over that looked very delicious was that cherry chai cobbler. So this is one of our Oregon chai tea lattes. This is a concentrate that you saw that's mixed with 1-to-1 with the dairy. Briggs did mention he prefers a non-dairy with the Oregon chai. I do tend to agree. It does bring forward the flavors of the chai. And then he did have Big Train vanilla bean within there, and then followed with a couple of DaVinci Gourmet syrups. So the cherry syrup and then the classic eggnog. So really getting that fall feel for Thanksgiving in these drinks. So excited to hear what you guys have to say in the chat about which one was your favorite. Okay, next up we have, I believe, our last raffle question. So I'll hand it over to Kayla.
All right, yes. I do see someone ask a question in the chat about I know you don't have this flavor in your meeting, but what could you mix with DaVinci grenadine? So if any of you can answer that.
Yeah, I think I can start and Briggs can finish. Our DaVinci grenadine, I think, works really well within, I think, the dirty soda space that Austin was just speaking to. I just did a drink the other day that was, a Coke-based drink with the grenadine and the sweet cream. So it'd be a play on that dirty soda. But I think any of these, the grenadine has a really nice tart flavor to it. It's more of like a pomegranate. So it could work really well in kind of any of these drinks. That cobbler that Briggs just made as well would be a great substitute as well. And I think Briggs could give some recommendations with that syrup.
No, I mean, you nailed it. Anywhere you're looking for that vibrant red color, our grenadine plays very well within that. So, I mean, seeing that we're running a tad bit on time, I'm always available for consultation. So I'd be more than happy to work with anybody on ideation or anything of that nature. So we can definitely talk about that. But we have endless applications where with grenadine, anywhere you're looking for that cherry or that red color profile.
Awesome. I just want to compliment all of your costumes. I think we all love it. We think it's so awesome and so cute. So just wanted to give a shout out to Briggs and Austin there. I wanted to go through the third raffle question. This is your last chance to win a prize. So answer on the screen. What was your favorite segment from today's webinar? A, September Fall, B, Halloween, C, Thanksgiving, D, they were all great. Oh, okay. Wow, I see. All right. So as you guys are answering the questions, we are going to go through. Oh, can you please unshare your screen, Sierra? We're
Sure.
going to do the second raffle. So again, if you answered for the raffle question number 2, you are basically entered to be into this raffle here. So let me close the last poll. So again, answer it. I'll finish this and then we'll close the poll. Okay, here we go. Let's see who won this one. Please answer the poll in the pop-up. Okay. It is 39. Let's see which one is 39. All right. Rico, I believe. Rico, congratulations. 39. We are going to be emailing you for your information. And once you give us your address, we are going to be sending you the second raffle prize. Woohoo! All right. So let's close the poll in 3, 2, 1. All right. So there you have it. Those are our polls, and we are going to be revealing the raffle question number 3 at the end of the webinar. So back to you, Sierra.
Perfect. Thanks, Kayla. We only have a few minutes left, and obviously want to get to the closing, any questions that you guys have. So real quick, by DaVinci Gourmet, we are launching a new set of 48-ounce smoothies that we quickly wanted to showcase on today's call. And then for next time, we will potentially demo these. So just wanted to give you guys a preview of the new smoothies. Briggs does have them in real life on his screen as well. He's Vanna White over there in his new outfit. As you may or may not know, we did have we had a lineup of smoothies under DaVinci Gourmet in a 64-ounce container. We have updated the formulations and packaging to a new 48-ounce. Very proud of how these came to life and look, and they taste even better than they look. So with that, really honing on the bold flavors, the unmatched quality within the ingredients inside of these smoothies. They're made with real fruit, natural flavors, and cane sugar. They're shelf stable, so they're coming 6 per case, and they have a year shelf life on them. And then you'd essentially refrigerate these after opening. And then I would say, along with our other products, these are extremely versatile. So can be used for smoothies, cocktails, can be mixed with our other products, and really have a whole lineup of really delicious flavors. There's 5 flavors in the portfolio, as you can see on the screen. And again, made with real fruit. So super delicious. Excited for you all to potentially try them at some point and then potentially highlight them on a future call. So with that, I'll hand it back over to Briggs and Austin to close us out here with a minute left. And thanks so much for tuning in and really being active in the chat. It's been a great hour with you guys.
Yeah, thank you, Sierra, very much. Thank you everyone for joining in. I hope you guys enjoyed the webinar today, and hopefully some of these drink applications you could take and start running in your own business coming up in a few months, because fall's right around the corner. It's coming up crazy quick. So some takeaways for today, Carry is your one-stop solution. Our products can be used in a multitude of ways. They could be used on their own, or they could be used, mixed with DaVinci or Big Train, DaVinci, Oregon Chai, things like that. So you can really just endless possibilities with all of our brands. And then, how our brands can help really maximize your profits running these limited time offers.
And we're going to work with you. I mean, we have direct sales. Like I said it earlier, we have a broker working with us. We have a lot of different people that can come in and help you with ideation and menu development. We have phenomenal products. We have unbelievable taste profiles, and we can help you create the magic you're looking for within your location. Thank you very much for letting us do this. We really appreciate Lollicup. And we really appreciate you guys joining us. So thank you very much.
All right. Yes, thank you so much. We really enjoyed your webinar. But before we close out, I just want to go through the last raffle. So let's see.
Oh, you please share the screen, thing.
Oh, that's okay. Here we go. And then we can put the contact right back up once we figure it out. Okay, 23. Let's see. 23 is a Mary. Congratulations, Mary. We are going to email you right away after this. We will yes, we are putting back up the contact information. Please we have a survey after this webinar. Please fill it out. And if you have any questions at all, this is our contact information. And we will be getting to you with any questions. We will be reaching out to all the raffle winners. And to thank the rest of you for joining us, we have a 20% coupon we are going to be emailing all of you guys. And so thank you so much. And am I missing anything? I think I'm good. So thank you guys, everyone, for joining us. Thank you so much, Carrie Food Services, for the amazing webinar. We all loved it, and we can't wait to see you guys next time. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Great, thank you.